All right, what is going on, legends? Welcome back to today's episode of the Hey Big Mac podcast. We hope you're having a cracker morning, afternoon, night, wherever the hell you are listening to this podcast. Before we get into today's episode, we're just kicking off a couple of sponsor reads. So before we get into them, thank you very much for everyone listening, watching, viewing, liking, subscribing. So first up, we've got LJ Fab, based out of Chinchilla. He's building custom ute trays and canopies. They're all customizable with a lot of different designs. Guys, I just picked up my new ute tray and I can't be frothing it any more than I already could be. Guys, he's based in Chinchilla. It's a couple of hours west of Brisbane, doing awesome work. Go check him out over on LJFab_custom on Instagram. He's also got the website there as well. Go check out his work, guys. It's second to none. You'll be stoked. Next up, we have Live and Loose. Live and Loose is a bunch of blokes who have just started up their own shop, their own page. Guys, if you're after like merchandise, life jackets, you want to live that Live and Loose lifestyle, go check them out. You can get your own life jacket from Live and Loose. So I know myself, I'll be getting one. I know Maddie will be getting one. Guys, if you're into like wakeboarding, skiing, boating, jet skis, you need a life jacket. So go over to Live and Loose, check them out, grab a life jacket while they're still available. And yeah, go live that Live and Loose life. Next up, we have Froth and Race Parts. Guys, if you're after race parts on your car, go check them out. Froth and Race Parts on Instagram. They've got fiberglass panels for GQs and GUs, coming for 79s, all that sort of stuff. GU high flow power steering boxes. You need them if you're going to run bigger than a 35-inch tyre. You have to have a high flow steering steer box. Double shear high steer knuckles. I have no idea what that means myself, but Andre, he's a master of race parts and building stuff that actually works for your GQ and your GU. We're also bringing back the 79 series ARB bar 5-post kits. So guys, if you're interested in them, jump over to Froth and Race Parts, check them out. We're located between Gladstone and Sunshine Coast, so local delivery and pickup is available. Guys, look, if you want to be advertised, your business, everything like that on here, jump over, send us an email to heybigmacpodcast@yahoo.com and you can make your inquiry to be a sponsor of this show today. So go over, check it out. Injector call lines. If you want to send us in your yarn, your topic, something for us to talk about, jump onto the Injector call line. It is the same email, heybigmacpodcast@yahoo.com. We want to listen to your yarns, any topics, any scenarios, any situations, a question for us. We want to hear them. So guys, thank you so much for everyone's support. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and we appreciate everything. Thank you.
Alrighty.
Rightio, back with second episode 2.
Episode 2. We're back.
Jesus. Oh, bloody, first episode was killer.
It was awesome.
That's sweet. Went down to piss, so.
Got some good feedback, so
Yep.
yeah.
That's what we want. Because we've got a second episode, we're going to sort of jump in. Last week, we sort of played catch up,
Yeah.
did all the usual stuff, got off a couple of hot topics that were cranking around.
Yeah.
This week, we're jumping back into sort of an internal episode. Mm-hmm. So last week was sort of like based almost like how we're going to run our guest episodes.
And just our basic behind the scenes, what we've been doing.
Yep.
Doing in the off season.
So update, and then in the future, these internal episodes is what we're going to sort of call them.
Yep.
It's going to be me and Maddie, maybe Andre, whoever's going to be here. And it's, yeah, like Andre hasn't gone anywhere.
No,
He's
he's still around.
But he's just hustling. He's working.
He's
So,
up. Yep. Working
these
hard.
ones, internal episodes are going to have anything from news, current updates, people injector calls in the future.
What's been happening around in the
kick
industry.
them back off again hard.
Yeah.
And then your usual extra content, motivational clips, rig of the weeks.
Rig of the weeks, yeah.
Guest questions from the question box and stuff as well. So, yeah, buddy, we're going to jump straight into basically influencer news, updates and topics.
Influencer news.
Yeah, so just a couple that we just got 6 or 7 here that we
Yeah.
just jumped straight off the back of what's happened over the last few months and shit we've seen and from where we left off last episode.
So you just got back, obviously, from Cape York, like we explained last episode with Mitchie, Sam and all that. And we got a bit of news that Mitchie's back at Built Not Bought.
Yeah.
So obviously you would have found this out up in the Cape.
Yeah, I found out about it earlier.
Because obviously he left to finish his apprenticeship at Enhanced
Went
Auto
back
Works.
to Enhanced, and now he's back. As of this week, this episode, so 2 weeks, not this week, the week before, so about 2 weeks ago, you would have seen, this is a pre-recorded episode too, for when this comes out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, about 2 weeks ago, you would have seen Mitch has got an Instagram, Mitch Built Not Bought, same as Monique, Built Not Bought, and then there's Sam.
Obviously, Built Not Bought.
Yeah, Mitch is back with Sam, working for Built Not Bought. He's got a lot of cool shit coming up.
Oh yeah, and that's on the next little thing as well. Yeah,
he's doing a big sass in his Colorado.
I saw that.
He has put that on Instagram, so I feel like we can chat about that a little bit. But yeah, he's doing the sass. I'm going to spoil any other things that he's doing to it, but yeah, Mitch is doing the sass on that. I think they're going to be filming it and doing all that.
Is it Colorado? I thought it was Rodeo.
Colorado. Yeah. And then Sam, he's doing his usual builds as always. That's not changing much. Obviously, Mitch and Sam being back together, I feel like
you'll take off again.
Their mechanics, the way they work, is incredible. And then they've still got Monique there. They're just building a Hilux at the moment.
Yeah,
M57 swap Hilux. They've got the XC build, which is still going on, which is very controversial. Yeah. How suspension that was run.
Literally,
it was very cool. Spending a couple of days up at Sam's not too long ago, going through the XC build, seeing how it's all run. Everyone's going on, oh, you got to do it this way, Who gives a fuck? It's not your car.
Yeah, just let him build it the way he wants to build it.
It's not road legal, and he's going back to the roots of built, not bought. Like everything's built from the ground up.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah,
and it's going to be cool. That's what made Sam is building and not buying it.
Well, if you go to the States and you look at a big, massive lifted truck, how are they all built? They've all got drop cages.
Drop cages, yeah.
So you're running like boxes, arms, or your lower arms on those big trucks. They're all real low.
Real low, yeah.
Sam's building it, so he's got ultimate ground clearance. If you put a trailing arm or whatever it is, I've just had a fucking mind blank. But if you build an arm off that at that height, it's going to bottom out and bind and hit somewhere.
And twist.
And looking at it with Sam,
twist
he's
and fold.
built it all up.
Yeah.
You know, where the shocks are going to go, the coilovers, the weight of the car, it's all going to come together. But people are freaking out like this thing's going to be going down the Bruce Highway every day.
Oh, I know. It's going to be on the back of a trailer, guys. Calm down.
Well, trailer. It's going to be there for shows to go like, this is what could be built. Yes, it's not going to be fucking...
road legal and registered.
Yeah, so stop fucking putting your panties in a knot and trying to be the fucking be-all, end-all of fucking 4-link conversions and that bullshit. It's, someone building something because they want to fucking build something.
Because they want to do it, yeah.
And all props to Sam and everyone else that does it. Build something for yourself. Yes, Sam's posting it for social media because that's his income, his job, whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you don't have to like it. No one's telling you got to like it. So, yeah, it's just my 2 cents towards that sort of stuff. I can enjoy something that's being built. Otherwise, you're never going to see it again.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah. Plenty of fucking giveaways again, as always.
So that, I remember
rocking around.
Last season, there was so many giveaways. I swear we're talking about giveaway every week.
Sam's 80 giveaway, it's all finished up. So, yeah, someone will be winning that.
That's insane. Remember, he put up a video saying if you want it road legal, he'll make
there's not much that's got to be pulled off.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Of course, like what we were saying in the last episode, like fiberglass guards, all that sort of stuff.
All that
of course, there's going to be technical stuff with it.
Yeah.
There's always something. Like, you look at any car on the street, there's always something that's not road legal about them.
Yeah.
If you put it over the pits, there'll be so many cars out there. And
comment down below if you actually have one of these new cars with a DPF and you've actually kept it in.
Yeah. Buddy,
you know what I mean?
Like, everyone's pulling them out, putting them in. Yeah. No one knows what to do.
No one knows what to do with them.
There's issues going around with absolutely everything. Like,
I know the 300s have had problems with DPFs at the moment.
I've got a crack in my windshield.
Yeah.
That's a defect.
Exactly.
How far do you want to go? Whether your wiper's not working, you're missing a mirror. It could be anything. Tail lights.
Yeah, tail lights.
I think there's so many misconceptions about how wide your actual lights have to be when you build wider guards and offsets and all that sort of shit.
Going on this little thing, Chloe's sister's boyfriend actually got defected, a couple of days ago, just driving out of an IGA. And apparently these cops had no idea what they were defecting him for.
Oh, shit.
Not educated one bit.
I didn't even talk about that when I come back from Chinchilla. So
Yeah, what?
When I come back from Chinchilla after get my tray at LJ Fab, I went through Kilcoy.
Oh, yeah.
Defects. Oh, it wasn't a defects day. It was a Breatho RBT
yeah,
set up outside of town.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what we saw after the Explore Life episode.
yeah, I roll in. First copper, she was really nice. She was like, "Hey, can you move up to the next bay? There'll be a couple of people behind you." Yep, no worries. I seen it coming way ahead, so I just like, there's heaps of them now. I just pull in. Like every other car was getting pulled in.
Yeah.
The next bloke, he was a younger fella. He pulled in, gave me a Breatho. I don't know what happened. Apparently, the Breatho didn't work. Anyway, and then I see this tall, massive, big, bald-headed dickhead. Let's put him as a dickhead for now.
Dickhead.
He's walked over, staunch as fuck, and the first things that are coming out of his mouth are just complete bullshit. Oh, mate, is this thing swerve tested? Is it legal? Where's your blue plates?
Yeah, this is it.
I don't have blue plates. It's all legal and tested. It's a federally engineered, pre-approved Rego kit.
Yep.
Anyway, going on and on and on. That doesn't matter. You've got to have your road swerve tested. Like, there's
Hang on, mate. Let me just ring Jai. I'll get Jai on the phone. You can talk to him, mate. There you go.
I've mentioned all that. So
Yeah.
anyway, it goes on. In your placard, you've got a little website at the bottom.
Yeah,
Instead of carrying a folder this fucking
T-Bro.
big with all your fucking lane change, your engineering, your testing, everything,
We've just got
all
one
your
piece of paper.
codes, you pull up a little code on the website, which
Yeah.
is on your tyre placard, which
The
I told him to
type- yeah.
do. He didn't want to fucking do that because
No,
he didn't know
had
what
no
he was.
fucking
He thought
idea.
he was right.
Yeah.
He thought he was right. Anyway, it kept going on. This went on for like 25 minutes. Anyway, going, oh, no, your tyres are getting a little bit low. And I'm going, yeah, well, I see that. They're sitting on beadlocks, mind you. It says nothing about beadlocks. And he's going, the car's got a pretty big lift in it. I'm going, yeah, it's 4-inch 35. So that's what it's
That's what the pre-rego
engineered
is.
for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what about your tray? Like, that looks modified. And I'm going, it's brand new. I've just picked it up. You can see the temporary tray that I've got sitting on the back of the tray. Like, it was just, he was fishing
Yeah, that's all they do
for
is
something.
fish.
And I'm like, I'm looking at the windshield going, there's a massive crack through my windshield. It says nothing about it. And then he goes back. He pulls the old, oh, I used to work with Superior years ago, winch truck racing, blah, blah, blah. I know how these kits are built. And I said, mate, first of all, this is not a Superior
fucking kit. Yeah, exactly. Get that through your fucking head.
And shit from when you raced trucks fucking years ago is not the same as how kits are built these days.
Yeah.
And he was just, I could tell he was one of those coppers that he was happy to go on and on because he knew he was right when he was completely wrong.
Yeah.
And I said, look, mate, I said, there's two ways we go about it. You give me a fine, you give me a defect, whatever the hell you feel necessary. We take this to court,
Yeah.
and I show up and I prove it wrong because I know I'm right with
Yeah.
this. I said, I don't need to carry this paperwork on me because you pull up all this stuff.
It's literally
And
on.
there.
It's literally on the VIN
And he said,
VIN tag.
no, that's not right. You've got to carry all your paperwork with you all time. You can't have a second stage manufacturer VIN on your car. It's got to be blue plated. I said, this is a load of shit.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Anyway, I said, who builds the Australian Search and Rescue AFP vehicles? He couldn't answer it.
Exactly.
I said, J-Max built the identical car to
Yep.
mine for Australian
Snugger.
Federal Police Search and Rescue vehicles.
Yep.
I said, if Australian Federal Police are running around the same vehicle as me and they're defectable
Defected?
and not legal,
What are you doing?
why are the police doing it?
Yeah, you're.
And it just went on. And then eventually he's come back and he's gone, oh, we're going to need you to do a breatho. The first one didn't work. I'm going, are you serious? I do the breatho. Hadn't been drinking because I've been driving for the last, let's say,
5 hours, 6 hours, whatever it is.
no, it was about 3 hours.
Oh,
But then
yeah.
I'd also spent the whole morning out at Chinchilla as well. Like, by this point, it's 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I clearly hadn't been drinking. I was respectful as hell to these officers. Like
Fuck, I wouldn't have been at that stage.
I was there.
Chloe
When I
wouldn't have.
pulled in, there was car after car, just go, breatho.
Yeah.
This stopped. They didn't pull in another car. There was just 3 officers and me. Like, I was chatting to them. Like, I'm happy to talk my car and talk with officers and treat them with
Yeah.
the utmost respect. But when you treat me like I have no idea what's going on with my car, what's legal, what's not legal,
Yeah.
anything like that, like, it was just a piss take. It was
Yeah,
a waste
yeah.
of time.
It's
It was a waste of services from
Yeah.
Queensland Police. And
Like there is 14-year-old, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds going
Stealing
through
cars.
houses, stealing, stabbing people, and you're over
Yeah.
here trying to breatho and trying to get someone for a defect that is
And he's-
actually road legal.
he had no idea about it.
Mate, get a fucking life and go get a proper
Oh,
job.
That was pathetic.
But we can go into this little thing that you wrote just before is,
Mm.
have you seen these ads, these QPS ads? It's going,
You've seen him?
yeah, make $100,000 a year and you get 2 weeks of training and you're a copper.
Yeah.
Righto, bruv.
Yeah, I thought that was fucking
That's a joke.
stupid. Like, having mates who are coppers and that,
Yeah.
it's all for them. But you do a job like that if you're genuinely interested in
Helping.
people, making a difference, a change. Same as
Yeah.
the army, the
Same as
military,
it, yep.
whatever it is. You don't go there just for the money.
Just for the money.
Because if you're going there for just for the money, it's a fuck up straight away.
Yeah.
So
And like $100,000, you got to add tax onto that, guys, too. Like add tax. You're only making what 80,000. You're not
Tax,
making 100
all that
grand.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
you're making
there's-
80,000,
there's
not
good-
100 grand.
good
Maybe it's
benefits
100
and
grand
shit.
before tax, but as soon as they put tax on it, you're about 80 grand.
yeah, but
See you
there's like
later.
good benefits and all that sort of
Yeah,
shit.
like there's good benefits and shit, but
it's bad that they're
I think
incentivizing people
that
with money
love having power too
to
that love
join the
enjoying
police force.
and just
It's
fuck.
it's
Yeah.
fucking bad.
That's just a bribe,
Yeah,
and, you're,
I
you're
just
not allowed
thought-
to bribe coppers. So how's that not a bribe?
I don't know. Fuck if I know. But yeah, I looked at that and I've just gone, it's a load of shit. Like, what if, I mean, you can fucking go on forever, but like, if you were just to say like, oh, you know, if you're a firefighter and you go put out a house fire, we're going to give you 10 grand.
Yeah,
Like, people are going to be lighting fucking fires everywhere. Like, you see what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
literally.
If you incentivize that job with money, you're not going to get the
You're not
right
gonna get
people
the
looking
right
for that
people.
job.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
it's like Rangers too. Like me and Chloe had issues with Rangers on the weekend.
Oh, don't get me fucking started with Double Island Rangers.
No, man, these Rangers can go and shove something up their ass.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
Honestly, if anyone's listening to this and you're a Ranger up at DI, you need to really like just take a hard look at yourself.
Just training and shit
Just
like that.
you don't come
The
into
hassle.
you don't come in the morning into our campsite and absolutely just try and pick anything you can to fine us, and then go to the next people and pick anything you can to fine
it's
them.
revenue raising.
It's just and up on the weekend up at DI, it took us 2.5 hours to find a campsite.
Yeah.
That's how packed it was up there. And these Rangers were going to every campsite and picking. I think there was maybe 6-7 groups around us. Every single group got fined. Not
Yeah.
one person was left on the hook.
It's stupid.
And-
And you want people to come to these places. You want people to look after and respect the places. If you're going to treat people like the way I know I was treated the other week up there,
It's just a joke.
I don't want to go back there. I don't want to respect the place. I don't
You're
want to
not-
treat it right.
And you're not coppers. Don't ask me for identification and tell me to come over to you. You're not coppers. You don't have any authority.
Yeah,
over
they
me.
try and pull you aside.
Yeah, you don't have any authority there, mate. Just
Yeah.
And we got done for apparently not having a toilet when our group next to us had a toilet.
Yeah.
Apparently it wasn't a thing.
You've got to have a toilet per person or per
person.
couple.
Work-
It's fucking stupid.
I got 5 people in the car. I'm gonna have 5 portable toilets. Am I?
Yeah.
And he said to me, "He's like, where's your toilet?" I was like, "Right there, mate." And he goes, "Well, what's underneath it?" And I was like, "There's a bucket normally." He was like, "Where's the bucket?" I was like, "Throw it in the bin."
Yeah.
And no, not enough. I was like, "Well,
It's
what's the
fucking
difference of me
pathetic.
going out in the morning and taking a shit out in the ocean?" Which I did that morning, and pissing out in the ocean. He couldn't answer me.
Yeah. It's
the
fucking
whole
dumb.
toilet thing is a joke.
The same as fucking jet skis out there. The other weekend,
Yeah,
there's
that-
heaps
yeah.
of us up there on jet skis. Everyone's ripping around like, in the lagoon, you're having fun, but you're not being a dick.
Again, you're not
And
maritime coppers. You cannot find people for. This is what Rob said. And Rob's a captain. Chloe's dad is a captain of. He's a captain. Rangers cannot find people for not doing 6 in that area in DI because they're not maritime coppers.
Understand if there's SEQ water or there is police up there,
Yeah.
fair game. But they come into like our
Yeah,
setup
what
and
you
they're
said,
saying, oh, we've seen jet skis similar to this. All right, so there's
Where's your photo?
40 jet skis
Yeah,
up there on the
where's your
weekend.
photo proof?
They're taking a photo. They show us a photo of a black jet ski.
It's not even your
It's
jet
in the
ski.
because it's in the shadows.
Yeah.
So you can't see who's at the jet ski is, what jet skis. Oh, but we visually saw this person on a jet
Yeah.
ski. Well, you've showed us one photo that could be any person on this beach. And then they're going on, well, if you aren't going to cooperate, guys, you're going to have to remove your jet skis from the water. Meanwhile, they're beached on the bank. And we're going, well, technically they're out of the water. But the
put 'em
way,
back in the water.
the way they carried on, they're like, we need each of you to individually come aside and talk to us. And you know exactly where they're going with it. They're
Yeah.
trying to split up everyone's story
Yeah.
to try and see who's going to fumble.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
You don't have
it's-
authority to
it's-
do that, mate. You're not
it's just
you're not
yeah.
a detective. You're a ranger. You're there for the
Yeah.
environment. That's all you're there
Fair
for.
enough. If I've got dogs on the beach, I've got rubbish everywhere or
Yeah,
something like that.
100%.
Go for it.
You know, if you
If
want
I
to
don't have a permit, yeah, sweet.
100%. If these rangers want to be useful, go pick up the rubbish that you guys just drive past every single day.
You know they've got to wear body cams now.
Yeah.
They've got to wear body cams because someone
Someone swung at them.
No.
Yeah.
threw punches on him. Like,
Swung at him.
If you're getting hit at your job,
You
like,
do it, you're
especially
not
when
doing
you're
it
a
right,
ranger,
right? Yeah,
there's obviously a thing that's provoked it.
yeah,
That's all it is.
yeah. And either they've said something or the Rangers said something, and for them to
But the way I've been up there probably 3 times in the last 6 months, never had a good interaction with the Rangers.
never
They're
have.
hot-headed as fuck.
They hate their job and they hate their life.
They don't want to be there.
No.
And all they're doing is just sending out fines and shit like that. It's pathetic.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's ruining the whole camping DI double island experience for a lot of people.
Yeah. It's
And look, I do understand about the whole fire situation. Like there was a group next to us that had a fire and got done for the fire. And we had no part of that. Like I understand that because there is a fire ban, but the fire ban's gone on for too long now.
yeah.
That's a joke now too.
There is nothing more satisfying than going camping and having
starting
a fire.
on the dune
You
and watching
sit
the
there.
sunset, having
Yeah.
a beer. Honestly, it's the best experience. I haven't had that experience in 2 years since I've been up there.
The only spot you can do it now is like
Inskip.
Kenilworth and
Inskip,
Inskip
yep.
and like there's certain spots on Fraser where you can do it still. Like in the
like
rings,
in the rings and stuff. Yeah,
which
Waddy
isn't-
Point and all that.
isn't bad, but like it was only a couple of decades. But it comes back to like how far you want to go back with it. Like Bushy, back to the bush. He's like trying to go and go and go. Like he's pushing a good cause.
He's pushing a
Not
good
everyone
cause.
loves him, understandably. A lot of people love him because he's
Yeah.
pushing a cause. If you're a genuine forward driver that cares about the industry and the culture, you want to be cleaning up the tracks. You want to have the
Yeah.
gates unlocked. You want to be able to have a fire. The reason why we can't have fires is because they've locked those parks up. There's so much shrub. They haven't backburn it.
Backburn
and it's
it,
just an ignition source.
100%.
It all comes down to that. And like this all fed off 2 years ago when there was that fire
When
at
that fire
Fraser.
at Fraser,
and it
yep.
burnt through everything.
And
Shit like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really. It's and another thing like coming into these whole rangers and cops and all that. Have you heard about this new thing they're trying to push council making Maroochydore, Noosa rivers and ocean green zones?
No.
Have you heard about this? So this whole thing came out about 2 weeks ago, Chloe, about 2 weeks ago on the news that they're going to be shutting down all fishing, all boating, commercial, jet skis, anything. You can't even go down. You can't even fish on the river. You can't go to the river. You can't really do anything. They're closing. They want to close the whole thing, the whole area. That's the best way to
It's so
destroy
stupid.
tourism, to destroy the area you're living in. What else? Just the revenue that brings in from tourists every holiday.
It's not the fucking Great Barrier Reef.
It's not the Great Barrier Reef. You'd go out to Sunshine Reef and you can barely get a fucking brim.
Yeah.
Like it's
like if you've got to
it's
put
not really a
ban-
reef. You don't need a ban for it.
Like let's say we've got to put a fishing ban in for 2 months of the year. Understandable.
Let the fish grow, 100%.
Yeah.
Like they do that up in Great Barrier Reef. They
And that's
close
exactly
it.
why you got seasons.
Yeah, and exactly why you got season. Spanish mackerel season. They closed it off over in the winter.
Yeah.
Summer, so many of them. It's unreal.
Yeah.
If you want to close this whole area for fishing and just normal, just go for a swim. It is the biggest.
You're gonna fuck everything because
You're gonna ruin it.
how many people go down just for a flick in the afternoon with whether it's a kids or by themselves.
And you know what?
Like, what's next? Are they going to like stop dogs from being on the beach?
And
or-
the same with the amount of mental health at the moment. Going down the beach can reduce your anxiety, stress levels, all that.
just relax
Or
Pe-
go
people
fishing
d-
and that.
You see people.
You want to
do it
go
every
ruin
day.
that, mate? The mental health will go through the roof.
Yeah, but
down the
that's-
Sunshine Coast.
They're trying to make like a little controlled society.
they're trying to
that
do, yeah.
is their little guinea pigs, and all these rules seem to be coming from people that are, let's say, 50 to 60 to 70 years old.
Yep.
That are trying to live their life now and do
Free
all that
and ruin
shit,
it for everyone else.
but not understanding where it's coming from. Like everyone our age loves jumping on a jet ski.
Yep.
Go and have a bit of fun.
Who doesn't?
But the same things at Somerset Dam. Like you go out there, like everywhere you go now, same thing you do. Like you jump on a jet ski, it's like you're not allowed to be on the jet ski.
Yeah.
Like it's
It's a fine almost to be on the jet ski.
it's stupid. And I don't know.
And you know, we work hard. We buy these things to enjoy them. If you can't enjoy them, then what the fuck is the point in
Yeah.
having these things that go by and waste your money on?
Exactly.
And
And
do all the fun shit. You know?
it's the same as like all the islands. There's beaches everywhere in New South Wales that have been closed permanently.
permanently
now.
for now. Yeah,
It's the same.
just-
the
yeah.
same thing. Within the next 2 years, Double Island will be closed,
Like I said to Chloe, like we're counting down the days before they close
Yeah.
this island.
and it's
Like
gotten to the point now where you're not even going to miss it. You will not miss it.
yeah, 100%. Because last 2 years has just been absolute shit fight to be there.
Yeah.
Fines, defects,
Toilets,
ranges, toilets,
fucking everything.
fires. It's just an absolute joke.
Yeah. And
I'd rather
every
go
time-
camp out in my backyard, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. But like some of the spots we've got, like out Kenilworth and all that, they're all locked now.
Yeah,
All those gates, all those tracks,
all the
the
track-
good
yeah.
wheeling tracks, they're all closed. They're all locked gates.
Imbil, like all closed, starting to Imbil. It's just
You can't go anywhere now unless it's a full drive park, and like you got to. All cars have to be registered,
Registered,
insured,
yeah.
like glass house, like
Well, they're starting to close tracks at Glassy now too. So it's
Or
only-
knocking 'em
or
down.
knocking them down, or 100%. Like,
it's the same thing over and over again. So,
I think for this industry, it's a bit of a downcline
yeah,
with what they're doing with all the parks and all the beaches and everything. Would you agree, Chloe? They're just there won't be much of a full drive industry future left. The
There's
way
nothing.
they're going,
Yeah.
the way they're going, like, or everyone that has a full drive just moves to WA.
but even then,
But even then, they're
gonna
starting
be
to cracking down on defects now too. And
Yeah.
WA has been like the least amount of NT as well. But
Yeah.
comment if I'm wrong if you're in WA listening. But they haven't been that hard on defects.
No.
Or cars until now. They're starting to crack
Yeah.
down. So you can't even go Vic High Country without getting defected now either.
But it all stems from the first time you hit those tracks, like people leaving rubbish everywhere, like all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
People not respecting the areas, like Cape York, the same thing again this year when we went up. There's rubbish everywhere.
Really?
And like I did a thing in the first video with Sam. I grabbed the camera completely off topic from everyone else.
Oh, was that at Nolan's? Yeah, I remember.
No. It was Gunshot.
Gunshot.
And I just walked up and I was looking. There is side steps, sliders, bull bars,
Full radiators,
radiators,
and shit. Like,
alternators, starters,
dude, there's
axles.
oil, coolant living in those fucking
There
things.
is everything hung up in these trees. I'm all for street sign up in the tree. Everyone's put their stickers on it. Number
plate
plates.
zip tied, like something
Cool.
like that. But not radiators.
But don't leave your fucking trash. Like
Yeah.
a bumper is trash. It's not an ornament for a track. It's trash.
Side steps aren't fucking
But pulled up at one of the creeks. I don't know where that hut is. Anyone who knows where the hut is on the creek, it's like Cockatoo Creek or something like that. Nice little swimming area.
Yeah.
You go up to the top of the hut. People are like hanging beer can chandeliers and like souvenirs, and they zip tie them up in the shelter.
Yeah.
Awesome. But then right next to that, as soon as we pulled up, there's bags and bags of rubbish just left there. There's toilet paper all through the bush everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the first key. Like Cape York will get shut down. It's going to be one of the first ones to go. Mm-hmm. Teletrack's going to get closed because there's rubbish and shit everywhere. And
Well, I reckon if going off topic, that yes vote passed, no bye Cape York, I reckon.
mate, that wasn't just a little of it. But he's sort of on the same thing of track closures, back to the bush. He's still doing great work down south. When you see all the stuff he's doing. He's been going out and he's just protesting. And he does have very good information on there.
He does. He does have some really, really good information.
And whether you like what he's doing or not, if you don't support it, it's just fast tracking what's happening in this industry.
Yeah.
Gates closing,
And
everything like that.
It's more awareness of what's actually going on too. Like,
Yeah.
if without him, I reckon some of the shit I would have no idea. Like some of the track.
Go jump on his Instagram page, Back to the Bush, and look at the different methods of backburning. There is completely incinerating a whole landscape, or there is backburning the shrub. Like keeping it contained. Like
Keeping it
there's
safe for
backburning
everyone.
and then there's incinerating.
Yeah.
Like you go up to the Territory and Cape York and all that, they backburn everything every year.
Every year.
And it's some of the best spots because it's so well managed.
It's well managed, and well maintenance.
Like you driving down the Telly track this year, the start of the Telly, it was 50-50. The line on the Telly track, one side was completely backburnt, the other side was green as hell.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that one side will be backburn at the start of the season, the other side will get backburn at the end of the season.
Yeah.
And it sort of splits up so it doesn't make a massive wildfire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Seatbelts. That was sent in to us on the topics.
Seatbelts.
Yeah.
What's this about? Seatbelts. Like not wearing them?
Seatbelts, driving, crashes. It's our last two things here, driving and crashes at Glasshouse.
I haven't actually seen these crashes at Glasshouse just yet.
Yeah. A massive thing that's come up over the last few weeks. Massive one. It'd be 2 weeks ago. Bloke's rolled his car. They've come around the corner at night time. and just crashes, not wearing seatbelts, hospital injuries, all that sort of stuff. There's other
Holy
cars
shit.
that, you just see it constantly
I
at
didn't
Glass
see
House.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send them to you.
Yeah, I missed this. I
And it's
haven't heard of it.
people like Nath from Do It in the Dirt.
Yeah.
They've put out, it might have been his old boy or whatever, has put out statements about seatbelts.
Yeah.
Just seatbelts in general are there for a reason. That you don't come flying out of a car. Look at what happened at that drift event at Queensland Raceway. Old mate crashes a car, flies out. But yeah, I've seen in the last month or two, probably 3 or 4 rollovers at Glassy. Happens all the time. There's rollovers at Double Island all the time.
I know. Yeah, I think it was rollover 2 weeks ago. A June, he went up the June and just rolled it.
Yeah.
At DI, like it's just. Yeah.
So yeah, at Glassy, you know what it's like driving out there.
Yeah.
You've got dusty conditions, late at nights affecting it. I reached out to old mate and said, would you be kind of give me a statement? Because so many people sent me what happened. And I'm like, look,
Different stories.
So many different stories. You know how it goes. Like there's always going to be different stories, rumors, this and this. Oh, they were drunk and bloody all that. I don't really care. So I reached out to old mate. I said, can you give me a statement on what happened so I can tell the truth of, the point of view of the people who were there and
what actually happened.
Blows up at me. He's like, you don't even fucking have any respect, fucking blah, blah, blah. And he's going on like, no sympathy for someone that's in hospital getting surgery and shit right now. Like he's cracking on like a dickhead.
I could say
anyway,
so much.
He's gone out and he's screenshotted the whole chat, posted on his story, trying to badmouth me. And people have messaged me straight away going, oh, you see this? I'm not worried about it at all. Because at the end of the day, he was the one that is posting the pictures of a rolled car online, them covered in blood, all this stuff, reporting on the story that, oh yeah, this has happened. We weren't wearing seatbelts and all that. You've put it out there publicly. I don't even have to follow you to see these stories. 7 News grabs that, 9 News, whoever it is, they can report on it.
Yeah, you're going to call
Same as we can report on it. Like, police are dealing with the matter. Police are dealing with that matter, I can tell you right now, for a separate reason.
Yeah.
They're going out there, they're looking, why weren't they wearing seatbelts? What were they doing? Detective units would be coming in. How's the crash been determined? Have they lost control?
Speeding.
Has it been dusty?
Yeah.
So many different variants. But yeah, it's a constant thing I keep seeing come up, whether it's on Snapchats and stuff and everything like that. Glassy is a fun place.
Yeah, you don't want...
People treat it like a fucking playground. And it's at a playground, people are going to get hurt.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And it starts with seatbelts. It starts with not driving 100 k's an hour down the bloody forestry fire trails.
Yeah, you got to remember families go out there too.
Everyone,
you turn the wrong corner going too fast, and your tail ends out. You're collecting a family.
Yeah.
You're going to manslaughter. You're going to jail.
Well,
like wrong place, wrong time, dude.
Last time we went out, how many people were flying around with empty car trailers on dusty roads, and it's ridiculous.
Look, it's fun, but you've also got to there's other people that have got to go home to families too.
Yeah,
that's
if you want to go act like a dickhead. Go to somewhere like the Springs where you can jump on a closed track, flog the piss out of your ute, and then go fuck around. But the same thing at the Springs. If you get caught doing donuts in the car parks and speeding and driving at night, you're gonna get done for it. Obviously, park rules and that completely different. But there is no care factor and respect, and this is gonna cop a lot of flack. I know it.
Yeah.
But the same people that are complaining about us, complaining about them doing this right now, are the ones that are fucking it for everyone else. So what side of the industry do you want to be on? Do you want to be known as a person that's contributing to shutting down these places, shutting down the tracks, making it an issue for everyone else? Like,
honestly, like I'll throw my little...
There's a reason why seatbelts and shit there.
I'll throw my little 5 cents in there. Like, anyone that does a fishy out of a car park or anything like that, I look around and I look at one person and go, wow, that was cool. Everyone goes, what a dickhead.
Yeah.
Honestly. Hey, Chloe, like, I look around every time someone comes out fishing, fishies, doing doughies. Not one person goes, wow, that was really cool.
Yeah. If you
they
do
go, what a fuckhead.
If
what
you
a
go
dickhead.
out onto like a farm or dirt road or whatever, and you do it, and it's
private,
bit of self-satisfaction.
Yeah,
like
little
sometimes you want to have a bit of fun. Like I'm guilty of that.
Yeah,
I love having a bit of fun.
Everyone has fun.
But if you're doing it to
Time and
impress
place.
someone where you're putting someone else in danger,
or
you're fucked up.
families or kids, like
like
you never know, a kid could run across the road like on a dirt bike or something, a little dirt bike, you'll collect him. See you later.
Yeah, so
like
It's just bringing.
Look, have your fun, but be safe. And there's a time and place to do it. Like we always say, there's a time and place to do it.
And all it's doing is the same thing as like what's happening at day off.
And the cops,
it's bringing unwanted attention.
Yeah, it's 100%.
And it's
into
all it's
places
doing-
where we've had for so long.
You're going to turn around in 3 or 4 weeks' time, a month's time, 6 months' time, and you're going to go, oh, cops are out defecting us all again in our illegal defective cars. And you go, I wonder why that's happening. Because if there wasn't so many dumb crashes, shit like that, people doing the wrong thing, there'd be less defects, there'd be less breathos, there'd be less strain on the four-wheel drive industry.
Yeah.
And like it or not, what we're saying right now, it's a fucking truth. I don't like it either. I wish we could run the craziest cars and have fun
100%,
and,
yeah.
you know, not have to do all this sort of shit. Like, the only time you should really take your seatbelt off in a car is water crossings, I believe.
Yeah, because it's bang and it's straight out.
Yeah. And like I'm guilty of it up at Cape York, but in that teletrack, you're doing like 15, 10 Ks
10K
an hour. You're doing
max.
fuck all.
Fuck all.
And even then to have a seatbelt off isn't the best idea.
Yeah, it's rutted out. Like you lose a tie rod, you go into a tree. Like you never know. Like,
Yeah. You fucking, how many times have you seen or heard of cars that have broken steering components or ball joints and the cars just flip straight off the road?
Smack straight into a gum tree that don't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a reason why these rules, laws, and everything are in place.
Yeah, and there is a time and place to do it. To let loose and have fun. You know.
Yeah. I don't know, that was sent in to me a lot last week of report on seatbelts, report on glassy, report on the crashes happening out there. Yeah.
If you want attention, like at these sort of things, you'll get attention, but in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And you'll ruin it for everyone else.
I see so many mates and people I know on Snapchat and Instagram stories and reels going out to Glassy at nighttime, having fun, wheeling awesome tracks. You know, they get into a group. That's part of the culture and the community we want. We want people to jump into a four-wheel drive group, go wheeling with their mates, do all this stuff. And you see the difference. It's very quite clear the people who are really respectful and the people who do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Everyone's going to be different about it. And it's the same, month back now, when we got back from Cape York, we went out to the Springs. We were meant to go to Glassy. I put up a story. What's the situation with Glassy at the moment?
I saw that one.
HQ Plantations had closed down the tracks.
Yeah.
They closed off Glassy for logging. People are like, oh, it's all good if you go out there as long as you don't get caught.
As you don't get caught, yeah.
That's the first fucking wrong thing to be saying to anyone. Oh, it's all good if you don't get caught. Yeah, I understand. But no, that's not what we're asking. We're asking, is it closed or is it not? Well, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. And if you're not respecting that and you're going out there and you're wheeling while there's plantations on,
while they're logging,
you're talking logging trucks and machinery heading down those roads. And if you head around one of those corners speeding,
and there's a tree right there in front of you,
or a fucking truck,
see you later.
You got nowhere to go.
Or you're doing a track and you actually don't see the people cutting down a log or something. Straight on your car. See you later. Death. Instant death.
There's a reason why they do it.
Yeah. Hey. And would that avoid insurance out there too?
Well, surely.
But it's closed 100%. Closed right. It's closed. So,
At the end of the day, that's where police get involved. Police start handing out fines. You're in a restricted area. Were you wearing seatbelts? Have you defective vehicles? Have you been leaving rubbish out? It comes into so many things. Destruction of property at that point. Mm-hmm. That comes into a factor when it's a restricted area in those plantations. You're not meant to be driving through, their trees and their forest zones. There's fire trails and tracks for a reason.
Yeah. It's like fishing in a green zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, that was very, very hot yarn that everyone just kept peppering with. So. Head up back to the top of our list.
Here we go.
Bit of we sort of skipped over half the sort of news updates and all that. Explore Life, Forward Drive 24/7, they've all gone to the USA.
All gone to the USA.
Seems like a massive thing that's happening now. We talked a little bit about it in season 1. But
we did then when they just arrived over in the US.
Yeah.
And
now the first videos come out.
Yeah.
Of Forward Drive 24/7. A few of Explore Life's videos have come out of the USA. It's sick.
It is an awesome place, I reckon.
It's given a bit of an insight into how an Aussie would go over to the States, and not just seeing the States for what the States is from a USA point of view.
Point of view.
It's an Aussie point of view in the USA. I think that's a cool side.
What do What are your thoughts on it at the moment?
What, the States or just?
Yeah, like just all the influences going to USA.
I reckon
and
it's
no
sick.
one's doing something different. What would you do if you weren't, say you were as big as Explore Life and Four Wheel Drive 24/7, and they're all doing USA? What would you do different to make it a little bit different? Because I feel like all at the moment it is different in its own way, but it's still in the same area.
It's Four Drive
It's still in the same country.
24/7.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah, like Four Drive 24/7. They went over, and they did the Rubicon Trail and all that,
Yeah.
and then you've got so many different places out there. Like, I'd love to go.
I would go New Zealand.
Like, well, even then, like
I know it's not far,
I
but
I
it'd be
watch
pretty
like
cool.
buttery films,
Yeah,
motorbikes, all that sort of stuff. I want to go to Glamis, like all the boys that get dunes out there, race trucks. I want to go to the States and experience places like that and go race and jump on bikes again and, you know, boats. There's so much to do over there. Same as Australia. Like
Same
wherever
as
you go
us,
in
yeah.
Australia, there's going to be something to do. Like over there, you can go snowboarding at like Big Bear and all that.
yeah.
Canada's just up the road. It's like driving to WA. Not even that.
Not even that. Yeah.
And it's, yeah, there's so much to do in the States. Like the cool side that I see at the moment in the States, it's sort of because we're sort of following in that side of the industry now. Is
Yeah.
the racing, the Baja, the buggies, all that
buggies,
sort of
yeah.
stuff is sick.
Yeah, I love that. I love that type of shit.
There's definitely plenty going on in the States, but
I guess-
like, I see
what
Tommy's
Maddie-
and Maddie's stories at the moment.
Yeah.
They're over there loving it.
Loving life, eh?
Like, they'd be stoked. I want to catch up with Tommy again.
Yeah,
when he gets
definitely.
back,
When he
maybe
gets back.
Tommy and Matt.
Yeah.
Just chat to him.
Get
and
him
just
on.
go, what was the States like?
And
Because
I guess they are two different influences. Like Four Wheel Drive 24/7 are very four wheel drivey tracks and
They've-
everything, and Maddie's touring, like more touring,
Explore.
and exploring, 100%.
it's seeing
yeah.
what's out there, what's different.
And I think that's why I've enjoyed watching both of them, and not I watch Maddie a lot more, but
Yeah.
because he's more relatable to me and Chloe. But it's good what they're doing. It's spreading their wings, and it's really good. It's getting good content.
Yeah.
I just wish, I reckon there should have been different countries.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's
but they are doing different things,
But
which
how
I
do you-
understand. They're doing different, like Shauna and Graham are wheeling.
yeah, they're
Maddie's
wheeling. Like,
exploring, doing a little bit of wheeling.
it'd be interesting because obviously we're not seeing these episodes until, let's say, 1 or 2, 3 months after.
Yeah.
Where have they gone next? Like, have they done Moab? Have they done
I'm probably just
They've
blabbing
done
on here, but that's
Rubicon
how I
Trail?
feel.
Like
Yeah.
Rubicon Trail is like massive
It's
over there.
massive over there.
But actually, the best thing they talk about for Drive 24/7 in that episode
Mm.
is how clean everything is kept over there.
all the campsites and
The
everything.
4-wheel drivers look after the tracks. They're self-managed.
Yeah.
Over here, no one gives a fuck.
Oh,
like-
leave McCann's here.
Yeah, leave
McCann
McCann, rubbish there, like-
Rubbish there, yeah.
They've got a system over there that we need to bring into
Yeah.
Australia,
Yeah.
and it's honestly not gonna get bought in anytime
But again-
soon because people are too egotistical about
Yeah.
tracks and trails, rubbish, and that wasn't mine, so I don't have to pick it up. It's just like, well, if you don't pick it up, it's gonna be your problem.
It's going to be your problem, yeah.
So, yeah, but there's just so much to do in the States.
There's so
I could
much,
go
yeah.
on forever. Like I would love to go to the States and go to like the Freedom Factory and shit, and like see all that, and it's just cool events they're doing over there.
Yeah, they just do cool shit.
But like we sort of mentioned last episode, like that tall poppy syndrome, there seems to be none of that in the States.
There isn't. That's
Everyone
why they're all-
seems to love everyone. The support is massive. Like every time you see a new YouTuber in the States, everyone's getting around them. Everyone's helping them. Like
Yeah.
in the scenes that I'm watching, like you've got like Sea Boys, Whistling Diesel, and Heavy D, Cletus
Heavy D,
McFarlane,
yeah.
Roman Atwood, like all these blokes. Some of them I don't even watch anymore, but you see them pop up in each other's videos because they all get
Always.
along. They're all in the same community.
Yeah.
And over here, if you're in a 4-wheel drive community, it's you're either like us, we like you, or fuck off.
Or you
like
hate
it's
us.
no one just gets along for mutually getting along. And you see it with the 4-wheel drive meets over here. Like there's one on the weekend coming up that we're recording this, but it'll be the last weekend from when this comes out. Sunny Coast 4x4 meets. Perfect opportunity for Sunshine Coast community and 4x4
yeah.
just to get together, respect everyone's builds, talk to people, meet people. But it's constantly an issue of shitting on someone's car, trying to prove that you're better than someone else. Like, I don't know whether it's worth us even going there without the utes, rocking up, seeing who's there, and talk to people.
Talk
Because
to people.
like you see so many people who are there that are there nearly every single meet,
Every meet, yeah.
and whether it's respect they get or they don't give a fuck or whatever. But you see so many people rock up that just do not care.
Yeah.
Like,
And so it should be like that. You should respect everyone's build,
yeah.
not shit on it.
But it's always like
Everyone's at different stages of
Build
their
it your
build and-
way.
Yeah, to build it your way.
Yeah, run your own race.
Run your own race. Like that's what we said in season 1 all the time.
yeah. And if you don't
But I think
like
it's
what
got
someone's
worse.
building,
Yeah, I
exactly
reckon-
like
yeah.
Sam's XC build at the moment. If you don't like what someone's building, keep it to yourself
Give it
and
to
fuck
yourself.
off.
Yeah, don't.
Like express your opinion. Like it's a free speech world. Express your opinion, but don't go behind someone's back just to shit on something
Shit
because
on
you
it.
don't agree
You
with
don't
it.
agree with it or you don't like it.
Like, and that's what I say. Like, I mean, let's speak for myself. If someone doesn't like me, I'll have so much respect for you if you come up to me and say, "I don't like you. I think you're a flog." No fucking worries, mate. I will sit there and turn around. I'm never dealing with that person again. I'm never going to have any contact with that person again. But I respect that he doesn't like me and he's said it to me.
Yeah.
If you're going to run behind my back and go, "Oh, that guy's a flog, he's a dickhead, blah, blah, blah," but then in person I meet you and you go, "Oh my God, I'm a huge fan, blah, blah, blah," or like, "Yeah, oh, I fucking love that dude, fucking blah, blah, blah," and then next minute you turn around, "That guy's a fucking idiot, like, he's shit you, blah, blah, blah." You're the problem of Australian football driving. It happens everywhere.
Yep. Everywhere you go.
There is so many. I've got mates with utes that have absolutely incredible built utes. They love them. There is things on those utes that I fucking hate. They know I hate them because I've spoke up about them. But I don't go shitting on them for it.
I still shit on your ute every now and then.
Fucking who doesn't love shitting on a 79? But it's like, you see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Like it's just a toxic community and it's never seems to be getting better. And yeah,
Well, it goes into
that's what we're trying to do with this podcast too, is spread the awareness.
It goes all into the Nissan versus Ford. Oh, sorry. Nissan versus Toyota. Toyota versus Nissan. Or it's always, and I don't think we'll ever be able to get out of that. And it's just because of the people.
Me and Andre cop it all the time.
Yeah, like I don't
Like,
get
oh,
it.
it's
Like,
when we had that video of me towing the GQ.
Yeah.
But the GQ is not a road registered ute.
like
It is a trailer queen. Like,
If I
what's
see
the
a nice-
GQ going to be towing the 79? Fuck no.
if I see a GQ or a GU, I'll let you know if I like it.
Yeah, fucking
I
respect.
don't give a shit that's got a Nissan badge on it. If it's a neat ute, neat build, I'll fucking give you credit for it. Like,
Yeah.
if I love it, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't go around going, "That's shit, that's ugly, that's fucked." Like if it's nice, I'll let you know, man.
Yeah, if you can appreciate a
It's
good
not like
build.
I hate Nissans, you know.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, I'm not going to go out and own a daily driver Nissan or nothing like that. But yeah, me and Andre have the race truck
You got a race
now,
truck, yeah.
and we're going to be in a GQ cab. Like, yeah, it's technically not much of a GQ left, but it's something that I appreciate the build of and the effort that's gone into it. And I love that ute.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean I want to go out and buy everybody GQ out on the market. I love my 79 because that's what it does. That
that's
satisfies
just who
me.
you are. Yeah,
But yeah, it's a twisted thing.
it is a twisted thing. Yeah,
Keeps going.
keeps going.
You got a notification for this before, the Top Water Fishing Invitational.
Top Water International, or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Invitational, yeah, the
Invitational, yeah.
BCF thing. Did you
Yeah.
watch Explore Life's behind the scenes video on that?
I have seen Maddie's behind the scenes.
That was funny as.
fucking funny.
I think we need to get the subscription so we can watch them all.
Yeah,
Because there's going to be some good videos.
Oh.
I seen a teaser today.
yeah.
It was a boat hanging out through the rough surf,
Did
and
you
it just
see it
launched it.
itself, and it like must have stopped and just made it over the next one.
Yeah,
But
it was full on.
yeah, me and Chloe when we lived in Cairns, we got invited to the SCF one, the one below it. Just never got around to doing it. But yeah, that's one thing me and Chloe really want to do in the next couple of years, to get invited to that.
That's it.
Obviously get more fishing out there and do it ourselves, do it properly.
Yeah.
But no, that's something I would really like to do, is to get invited to that Top Water.
But you've done that well. Like, you've diversified your content where one week you can be wheeling and touring, the next week you can be out on the boat,
be out
the
on the
next
boat
week you can be
fishing.
on the jet ski,
Yeah.
fishing, water sports, and that's where I'm trying
And-
to sort of push our YouTube now. Like me and Andre is with Froth Bros Media. We want to jump on a dirt bike one week. We want to be
Yeah.
racing. The next week I want to be touring at Fraser or Morton. Then I want to be out fishing. Then I want to be on jet skis.
Yeah.
Then I want to be wakeboarding.
Well, it kind of goes with our
Right.
name too, like All Time Adventures. Like you're always looking for a
Always.
good adventure.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
And the
Yeah.
same as how Explore Life's branded himself. And
and that's where that's where me and
Yeah.
Chloe relate to Maddie more, because
Yeah.
it's we explore, we just do everything.
yeah.
You know?
And like
that's-
it comes down to every well, let's go off topic a little bit now, but every big brand in Australia, and I can't remember who I was talking with this. It might have been on the trip we did out to the Springs with everyone.
Yeah.
And it was like, there was Sam and Mick and Sam Isle, Sam Young, Monique was there, Bridget, like heaps of them. And we're just talking about like, when you look at a brand, so let's say you look at Nike. Mm-hmm. What color is Nike when you think of it?
Black.
It's black and white, isn't it?
Black and white, yeah.
Like, you look at Adidas.
What did you say?
No,
it was
Nike.
No, Nike. The boxes are orange. I understand where you probably
but like
get that.
the logo itself,
it's
you
black
pull
and
it
white.
up. Adidas, when you look at it,
Black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah.
And we're talking about it.
Checks,
I
all the
think Sam's brand got bought up. Built Not Bought. When you look at that now, what is it? It's black and white.
Black and white.
And I feel like every sort of good brand at a point, when it reaches that black and white stage, it's sort of getting there.
It's kind of like
it suits what you're doing. Like, look at Explore Life. Yeah, you can brand out and do colours off it.
Yeah.
But Explore Life is such a black and white household name now that it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You look at Built Not Bought. It's such a household name.
It's in
everywhere.
super cheap. Like, it's everywhere you look, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a good way of branding yourself.
Same with Snatched as well. Snatch.
Snatch.
That forward drive 24/7 brand. Like, that's everywhere you look now.
Who's a really other good one? Like Diesel Brothers, Heavy D.
Heavy D.
Like, you got Diesel Power Gear.
Yeah.
Household name in America. Like, there's just different things like that. And that's where I'm sort of, one day I want this to be there. Like, Hey Big Mac is, yes, it's my brand, my name. But one day that's just going to be a thing. Like, you look at Rogan.
Yeah.
You look at Gypsy Star. You look at Alpha Blokes. All of them are killing them. Like, I can't not sit here and say that I'm not looking up to them. Like, I'm listening to their content every week and, you know,
learning off them what they're doing.
Exactly.
What
and
content they're, yeah.
You sort of push yourself, and I go listen to podcasts at work like I did today, and I get in motivated when we come and sit down. I go, yeah, we're going to pump out a potty. And it's not for like, not doing for this for fame or money or anything.
Just doing it because
we just want to have fun and get by.
Found something you like doing. And
yeah, content's sick. Like, I never thought 2 or 3 years ago I'd be doing content, chasing YouTube and social media.
Neither did I, mate.
If we can do it, like the feedback I get from it, when people come up to me and go, that's sick, you're doing that. Like, ran into a mate the other week at the dam out at Somerset. Haven't seen this bloke in, I'm going to say 15 plus years. Grew up with him my whole life. Some of his like nephew and that we've been mates with, go wakeboarding, grew up racing motocross and that, their families, everything. He was Australian champion wakeboarder and that. Caught up with me. He's, I see you doing your like social media stuff.
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yep.
Like, some people don't have a clue about, but the support, like, you know, like, fuck, I appreciate that.
Yeah. 100%.
And then the people that you run into, like the messages you get, like, this is sick. We love what you're doing. It just keeps you going. Like,
100%.
Yeah, I'm not doing this for nothing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And of course, it gets backed by brands and stuff that jump on board and sponsors and everything like that. Mm-hmm. It's just a way to.
That's just a topper, though. That's like,
it's
a
topper.
That's just a topper. Yeah.
But it is not. We could go on for this subject for days. Just because you get a free product doesn't mean it's free. There is always conditions. You got to be posting content.
Yeah.
You got to be actually backing and supporting that brand to bring sales for their product. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
And
it's an advertisement for their brand.
Sometimes a free product is more of a hassle than it is just going out and buying in the first place. But if a brand aligns,
man.
if a brand aligns with me and I really want to support that, a free product is just going to give me that incentive to go to keep what I got to advertise, what I got to promote, what I got to support, and it's
what I got to do to help.
I do
you
it for
guys.
the right reasons, not the wrong reasons. Don't just look at something. Oh, it's free, sick. Yeah, hell yeah.
They helped you out, so you help them out. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. It's 50-50 in these situations.
Yeah. I've turned down a lot of different inquiries, endorsements and stuff like that. And there's still some now that I'm putting the effort in and chasing work for that may or may not work out in the future, but I'm going to put everything into it to show that I've got that support.
Yeah. 100%.
And it's another side of the industry that I think people get a lot of the wrong idea about. Like, people come up to me, and I'm sure you, and they go, oh, you must be loaded. You must have heaps of money from, like, you got 20,000 followers. It doesn't work like that.
Nah, fucking doesn't, man.
And
it really doesn't.
I think it needs to be normalised a lot more.
100%. And it's really easy to... what's the best way of saying it? It's really easy to portray something you're not.
Oh, 100%. And a
on
lot of
social
people
media,
do it.
on social media. Like, like obviously, like a lot of me and you, like you just said, people coming like, oh, heaps of money. Like, look at your car. Like, look at you.
Mate, I'm fucking broke.
Mate.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
I got no money.
Some days I can't even fill up the car. Like, you know, like times are tough, and like you can look at us and go, oh, look at them. We're just the same as you.
Yeah, you might be putting every last dollar into building a car or going to school or uni or a house or family or anything. I put every last dollar into traveling Australia, building my ute,
building the car,
doing all that. Sometimes not the right stuff, and I know my parents bloody know that. But it's building shit, and it's not what it seems.
No.
So let's get into a bit of the rig of the weeks. And,
rig of the week.
We got a quote as well, so we'll do rig of the weeks first. Actually, we're going to do the quote first.
We'll do the quote first. Yeah.
Let's do the quote. This is a good one. Alrighty.
Most of your friends are not really your friends. They're just along for the ride when it's fun, when it's convenient, when you're winning, when it's valuable to be there, and they're gone when it's none of those things. And the real people in your life are the people who are there when it's none of those things. When you have nothing to offer them in return, and they're still there showing up right next to you. And those are your darkest hour friends. And those maybe going to be 5 of those people in your life. Maybe 10 if you're really, really lucky. And your entire goal in life should be to cherish those people.
Literally.
Fucking well said,
Dude,
eh?
that's like the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like that just popped up the other day as well.
I'm going to show Chloe that one.
I'll have to send it to Chloe, but I seen that video, and the first people I thought of, when it said like 5 friends, I was like, who can I think of 5 mates that I know without asking them would be there? It'd probably be you, Andre, and I'd have to say probably my 3 best mates that have nothing to do with social media, which is Bryce, Liam, and Luke. They know who they are. They're probably listening to these. They're probably listening to it now.
Yeah, the boys.
Those boys, there's always something going on. I haven't seen some of them in ages, but we still know we can call each other, talk to each other. Like a couple of weeks back, just gave them a quick call, see what's going on, make sure everyone's going good. Like some issues happen and all that sort of stuff in life, and sometimes it's hard to sit there and just go, oh, you need to just open up and talk and, hey mate, how you going?
Yeah,
that's what it comes back to.
That's all it comes down to. Yeah,
but yeah, those boys, like no matter what happens, still be there. They'll talk to you. But there's some people that, like in forward driving, drive industry, there's a lot of people that pretend to be your friend that you'll never hear from again.
Not even.
Never know when the day will come.
Not even in this industry, I've experienced that, man.
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah. It's deep.
And life gets in the way.
Fuck yeah.
Busy. Like I'm chasing a completely different dream to some of people who were my best mates, and we've fallen out of touch. But I'm sure if I ran into them at the pub, we could sit there and have a chat for hours.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're doing a completely different thing. Whether they want to go, I don't know, surfing and fishing every weekend, when I want to be out racing a bike or in a race truck or touring Fraser Island, like very close but different things.
Like obviously I grew up in Brizzy, went to school in Brizzy, and all of those boys are doing something completely different.
Yeah,
not aligned with me. Like, they're on their own journey, and they like if sitting in an office for them is their life, that it's not mine, unfortunately, and that's why I just never really. That's why I had to move on.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as where I grew
up
in
Wagga. You got to find your group.
Like I grew up in Wagga with some boys that every so often, every couple of years, we'll somehow catch up. We meet up, we talk, and it's awesome. Rig versus rig.
You go. You. I did mine first last week.
All right.
You're up.
Go on mine first. It's a 79 this week. It's called the Battle Truck 79.
Battle Truck.
Yeah.
I like this.
It's a pretty cool build.
Bull bar on it?
Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can zoom this in a bit. It's a ARB bar.
Oh, ARB bar.
ARB bar. He's modified the hell out of it. Big coilover suspension. It's basically like a winch truck, race truck. I don't know what his plans are with it, but
that is mint.
It's a
he stripped it
sick
right
build.
back too, didn't he?
Yeah. So like there's a bit going on there. Battle Truck _79.
Battle Truck _79.
Yeah.
That is nice.
But yeah, Malcolm's his name. So
Yeah.
yeah, buddy, go check him out on Instagram. It's buddy tidy build.
Yeah. Or he'll be posted below too. So Battle
Linked below on the screen, you'll be able to see it. So,
Battle Truck _79.
yeah, we've got some editing to do now on these episodes. It's good.
Malcolm. Good build, man. Love it. And
Your rig of the
This
week.
is mine. Brownie Patrolin.
Yeah,
Now, this thing is an absolute beast.
this is sick.
I don't even have to say anything. Just look at the first 3 photos and you'll understand.
Yeah, first 3 pinned photos on his profile,
Yeah.
you'll see exactly what I mean.
Oh, baby. It's hot.
Chopped GU with it's not an extended chassis,
No.
but it's yeah, it's got heaps of work. It's just custom.
hot. Yeah, it's just hot.
WA rig.
Yeah. WA rig, just massive.
Yeah. No, it's just one of those builds that you can appreciate. Like I seen this for the first time a few weeks back on Forward Drive 24/7,
Yeah.
and it was actually posted on it with Alex Cruiser.
Yeah, I saw Alex
And
too.
yeah, just nice.
I just love the rear setup.
Yeah,
The short canopy, it just goes with the car.
and he gets
It's got a
out and
70
uses it as
It's
well.
got a 79 scoop on it too that actually fucking works really
Well,
nicely.
is it? I can't tell off here, but is it
Or is
front mount or is it? Who knows? It could
Yeah,
be
I
either.
can't zoom in too much, but yeah, that's really nice.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's my rig of the week. Brownie _Patrolin with an N at the end.
yeah. There you go. Couple of little questions. We'll do
Do the last couple of
last
from
few.
the last episode.
Yeah, we had a
that
few left over from last episode.
So yeah, these are the kind of the questions that we're going to be asking our guests. Hey, so
Yeah.
we'll go from what are we on 4?
Bit from last week, and so we'll start on 4. These are just going to be some general questions. They might be just to fill an episode, or
Just
ask a guest because they might have a very good answer to it we might not know about.
yeah,
But
yep.
number 4, who's your current favourite build or rig at the moment besides the rig of the weeks?
Mine would be Measy Mates from Vic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
me and Chloe
tidy.
just love his builds, man. Even when he built his Hilux, it's just
Yep.
I almost based my Hilux around his.
yeah, right.
And he's just an awesome bloke.
I can see
He's
that a
just-
little bit.
Yeah, he's just an awesome bloke, and he just builds awesome cars.
Yeah.
And I did find out it is a different coloured Sandy Torp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Taliban tan.
Yeah. A ton of it.
But no, I just love his work, and he's just a good bloke too. So
Yeah, fuck yeah, he's a good bloke.
good bloke.
My favourite build at the moment.
Yeah, what about yours? What's yours?
It's hard to pick one.
It is really hard
You see
to pick one.
so
yeah.
many things pop up all the time.
Yeah.
But lately I've had my eyes on, like, since we last did the potty, I made Jake Dirk.
Oh, with the core conversion he's just done.
We pulled the ute off the road one night. We just started stripping the ute apart. We did the coil conversion. I will say that Superior coil kit was a pain in the ass and the shittest thing I've ever had to fucking help install in my life. Dead set. The instructions off it looked like it was drawn in crayon.
Yeah.
Nothing lined up. Tried to get information off Superior. No fucking hope there.
Really?
And we ended up just calling boys who had done the kit.
Yeah.
And we got the answers like straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
And it didn't put a good taste in my mouth about Superior. Yes, they do some good shit. I can't speak on it because I've never done it firsthand, but doing this coil kit, I was like, it's going to be educational for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Help Jake out a little bit with it. He's a gun on the world or all that sort of stuff. Did the kit himself. It's come up sick. He's driving it now. And yeah, but to see how that kit together, how it's delivered, rust on parts and corrosion, all that sort of shit,
Really? Wow.
wasn't me. And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to badmouth him now, but that's my honest opinion. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
seeing the ute done now is fucking awesome.
Chloe and I've never dealt with Superior. I've never bought anything from Superior. I've never run anything from Superior.
Yeah.
I've never even walked into the showroom at Superior. I couldn't, if I tripped over the owner, I wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? Or the boys in the front office. Like, I just wouldn't know any
I've
of them.
walked into
Never.
their showroom once. It was probably a couple of months ago with Lukey because he had to get a part for his ute.
Yeah.
And I've bought one thing off them once, and it was my X bar, which from memory took like 10, 11 weeks to get delivered. And we're an hour up the road. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their differences. It seems to be that
Like, I
if
hear
you're a
both
big
sides
name
of
in the
story.
community,
Yeah, I hear
you
both
seem
sides.
like you are hook, line, and sinker on the end of their click of the fingers. They will do anything for you. But as soon as you're a outside nobody customer, it seems like just nothing gets done. And I know there is other companies in the industry that do the exact same thing. I'm not going to name anyone else, like, because it's off topic, but the customer service is a massive thing.
Yeah.
For me. And the brands that I work with and the brands that I push and the brands that I support, their customer service is instant. When it says typically replies within an hour, it's quicker than that.
Yeah.
And that's why I like to stick with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really comment on that. I've just never dealt with Superior, so I honestly don't have anything to say.
Yeah. It's but yeah, Jakey's Ute, it's coming together.
It's nice.
Fucking sick. He's got the stock tray on there at the moment, but he's getting a new tray on there. He's done all his work. He's got a big, massive bull bar on there, big five poster. I love the five poster.
Yeah, no, you do. The Roo Killer.
Yeah. No, but I know he's going to get out and use that Ute.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
merch.
Merch. I keep getting asked about merch.
Is this for the guest, or is this the guest? Are we asking the guests if they have merch? Or
No. Like, I think this is a question that was just thrown in for me, us. I'm working on merch. I don't have the money for merch right now. It's just not in the top and priority list.
Not in the budget at the moment.
Anyone that is owed merch from Injectacle, giveaway, packs and that, it's still, your name's on a list.
Yeah, we got your name and number. Don't worry, guys. It is coming. It's just been a bit of a
got designs, everything like that. It's just basically finalising it, paying there's ridiculous amounts of money I need to get it all sent out. But that's sort of working on the website, everything behind the scenes at the moment with Frothin and myself, the podcast. Get a website where you can pre-order it, and it's going to be an easy way to know what sizes and because I could go order 50 large shirts tomorrow, and then what if we need 50 extra larges instead,
or smalls,
or small, mediums, or double XL. So I think pre-ordering is going to be our best bet for the first short batch.
Yeah. Do
a limited run, like stuff like hats. I want to get going.
Yeah, just caps and stuff. Yeah.
I've got a little secret idea for a special hat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, all that sort of stuff's just going to come in the line, and I'm going to be using Jimmy at the Branding Yards.
Yeah, Branding Yards. Yeah,
they do everyone's that you see in the industry already. They do all their stuff, so going to use him. Hopefully we can get that out this season.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that out season.
Got two other questions in here that sort of aren't related to a guest question. It's just more of a question box this week.
What's it like going on a 4-drive trip?
And
mate, nothing better.
Nothing better.
Honestly, that morning you wake up and the boys are lining up with the rigs outside going, let's fucking go.
Early mornings,
late afternoons. It's just something else. You would just never feel it again. It's something else, and we cannot explain it. That's the best way I can say it.
I looked at this question both ways, the same way you're explaining now, in the way of going on a trip with, like, say if an average person come on a trip with us, or like went on a trip with, I don't know, Red Dirt, Sam Oz, Built Not Bought, Sam Young, Explore Life, 4Drive 24/7. There's so many brands and companies out there.
Yeah.
To go on a trip with them, that'd be unreal. A dream ticket bucket list for me is to go on trips with everyone I love.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to sit there and go on trips with, Explore Life and
with Maddie,
all that. And like me and Tommy and Mitch were fortunate enough to do an episode together, which should hopefully be coming out very soon.
Yep.
But yeah, going on a 4B trip, it's just, if you love it,
you understand what we're saying. Then you just know.
Yeah.
You know if you know.
Yeah, that's
100%.
it. Another one, best tracks in Queensland or Sunny Coast. What would your favourite track be?
I have a love-hate relationship with this track, but it would have to be the Pine Creek track we did up in Cancuna.
Yeah. Yeah, I never done it.
It scared the absolute shit out of me because it was so wet and slippery.
Yeah.
But fuck, it was fun. The rock climbs, the mud pits, like it's a bit of everything. It was honestly the best day, even though we did like 3 kilometers in 6 hours or something. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. My best favourite tracks, like,
you can obviously Cape York too.
Overall best tracks, like you've got, let's talk Glassy, Big Red, Little Red. You've got all that sort of stuff. You've got, Beer Clock Hill at the parks and all that. Like these are iconic sort of tracks, like Telegraph Track, Crab Track, Old Coach Road.
Powerline.
There is so many iconic tracks, but like my favourite sort of best track, just some of the random ones that I know about that aren't marked on maps out at like Kenilworth
The
and
back of
Inball.
Glassy and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Back
unique
of
tracks
Kenilworth,
that
sorry, I
aren't,
said. Yeah.
you know, you don't need 40-inch tyres and twin locked and bloody coilovers and all this shit to go to them. You can generally just go enjoy them. Like Nagala
Yeah.
Rocks.
Yeah.
You can go up and just have fun.
Honestly,
It's
the goal is
harmless fun.
so fun, yeah. And you go up in the dune, you go up and around, like it's just you wouldn't get there anywhere else really, unless you go to Five Rocks or you go down south. Like
And I'm guilty. I've been bogged there before.
really,
Yeah.
I've never been bogged at Nagala.
Yeah, I've had
ever.
a transfer link
Have you,
blow
Chloe?
in the cruiser.
Translate blow.
Transfer box
Oh,
like
yeah,
shifter link.
yeah.
It blew in my old 75 and I ratchet strapped back to hold it in low range and just shit like that.
Yeah.
That, you know, there's always something that, you know,
Yeah,
if you're having fun, you're probably going to get stuck and, you know,
100%.
yeah.
Chloe, you've been stuck in Nagala?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think I
Yeah.
can't say we have.
I've
Yeah.
seen people and
Yo,
helped.
100%. Like last year, obviously, one of our episodes on
Yeah.
YouTube,
That was pretty gnarly.
we were there for like
Yeah.
8 hours, and it was like, yeah, that was gnarly. But everyone was telling jet skis and stuff. That's why.
Did you hear about how they had a really massive tide and it swept it nearly swept 10 cars away?
Oh,
Eli Creek.
Eli
Yeah, I've
Creek
seen
this
that on
week,
the
yeah.
Fraser Island Tarn.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a couple of photos of that. And
Yeah.
bloody massive, like, what do you call it? Like big
High
high,
tide,
king tide.
king tide, yeah.
Yeah, washed some cars into
All
the
it
water.
takes is
And
one person to get stuck and it.
And then it just backs
Yeah.
up from there.
yeah, it's like a sheep effect on the beaches.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
person gets stuck, the
And
next
then-
one drives up behind them, and then they get
They're
stuck,
stuck,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden you can't get cars
and then
around
king
it.
tide and bang, gone.
It's like Inskip Point. That's a classic one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to do it for episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 2, season 2. Guys, appreciate absolutely everyone listening or watching. If you
Yeah.
made it this far, we're back on the video train. So season 2, we're going to try and basically record every
everyone.
single
Yep.
episode, all
Yep.
with our guests, so you can actually see our pretty faces. Working on clips.
Ugly head.
If there is anyone out there, feel free to message me if you want to start running clips and cropping up these episodes. I can send you the files, anything like that, and we can pump out some clips on socials.
Yeah.
Everyone that is sitting there liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, rating
love
us
you.
5 stars on Spotify,
We love
all
you.
that sort of stuff, and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
We appreciate the bloody hell
Really
out of
appreciate it, yeah.
It does not go unnoticed. I
Yep.
know everyone says it. We say it on nearly every episode. It sounds corny as hell, but we do.
Yeah, we
it helps
notice
us-
everything. We see everything.
The more support we get, the more episodes we're going to do, the more we're going to try and support the industry, and the more you support us.
Yeah.
So,
The more we give back to you guys too.
buddy, we've got 2 goals for this season, I think. We want to push the podcast massive on Spotify
On
listeners
Spotify
and all
list,
that sort
yeah.
of stuff. On the YouTube, we're going to have visual episodes. We want to push it to 1,000 subscribers as
Yeah.
well. That's our goal. It's only a small goal, but I reckon we can do it.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, this season I reckon we'll get there.
Yeah.
This season, hopefully.
So, and then I'm obviously doing the same with my YouTube at the moment now too. I want to push that to 1,000 subscribers. We're actually going to release a video, limited video when that hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing. Just pushing the content, awareness, everything like that. Like we want to get the full drive community out there to not only Australia but the world.
100%.
Yeah, that's been us for this episode.
That's a wrap, baby.
We will see you next week again for another killer episode.
Yeah.
where we have a guest.
Yeah, baby.
So stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, babe.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake.